Today I'm going to talk about the new and improved UOB One, which claims to give you as high as 7.8% per annum interest rates. So let's see whether or not it's true. Spoiler alert, it's not really 7.8%, but it still gives you a good 4 to 5% per annum effective interest rate. And it is now my favorite account of all the different banks. And let's take a look at what are the requirements as well as how you can actually maximize your earnings from this bank account. As with popular bank accounts like OCBC 360 as well as DBS Multiplier, the UOB One account has a few requirements to meet, but in my opinion, this is one of the simplest requirements. There are only two, and the first requirement is that you need to spend $500 on an eligible UOB credit card. And the list of eligible cards include cards like UOB One as well as UOB Evo, two very popular cashback cards. And the UOB Evo is actually very high on my list of cards to use. It gives you effectively 6.67% cashback each month, and therefore it's a very high cashback rate. And it is my go-to card each month to max out first before I put spend on any other card. And therefore, I'm very happy to see that this is one of the eligible cards for the UOB One account. Now, of course, as the name suggests, the UOB One credit card also works for the UOB One account. And some people might feel that that card is easier for them to use, or if they spend a lot in merchants like Giant, Cold Storage, Grab, etc., they will find the UOB One card a lot more suitable. So it is up to you to pick between these two very popular cashback cards from UOB. People who are into miles will find the UOB Ladies card very useful because it gives 4 miles per dollar on selected categories of your choice. However, as the name suggests, UOB Ladies cards are for the ladies and men are not eligible to apply, unlike the DBS Women's card, which is open to men as well. So sorry gentlemen who are chasing miles, the UOB One account isn't that useful for you. You are forced to use a cashback card instead. However, the good news is that recurring insurance premiums actually qualify towards this $500 spend. Now, the credit cards will definitely exclude insurance payments when it comes to giving their cashback on miles, but the UOB One account takes these transactions into account for the $500 spend, and therefore it can be a very easy way for you to meet the spending requirements of this account. But do know that paying your insurance premiums monthly actually comes at an added cost versus paying annually, and also you'll be giving up a few ways that you can get miles and cashback, and I mentioned about these ways in a separate video, so watch that if you're interested. After completing the spend requirement, which UOB calls level 1, you move on to level 2 and you choose either to fulfill the gyro category where you need to make 3 gyro transactions within a month, or you fulfill the salary requirement, which is to credit at least $1,600 of salary a month to get the bonus interest. Between the two, fulfilling the gyro requirement actually gives you a relatively poorer effective interest rate of between 2.5 to 3% per annum on balances between $0 to $75,000. So if you want the highest interest rate from UOB One account, you need to credit your salary, and it is relatively low at $1,600 per month. Nevertheless, the option of not having to credit your salary and instead use gyro transactions may be very useful for people who are gig workers and don't have a formal salary from their employers. And yeah, I think it's an option for those people without a formal salary, or they want to use their salary crediting for other bank accounts. This video is brought to you by Webull, which is giving you an all-time high of $150 when you sign up for the account, deposit $2,000, and make a couple of trades. This is the best sign-up offer they have given to date. And you also enjoy features like fractional trading, which allows you to trade from as low as $5 per trade. And there are no commission or platform fees currently. So an excellent way to start your investment journey with free money, right? Very low trading fees, and also you support this channel. So thank you for signing up, and thanks to Webull for sponsoring this video. By crediting your salary, you get the highest interest rates from the UOB One account between 3.85% per annum to 5% per annum depending on your account balance. If you can put $100,000 into this bank account, you will unlock the highest interest rates of 5% per annum effective interest rate. Now, UOB One account interest rates are a bit top heavy, meaning to say that the higher your balance, the more the interest rates grow, and therefore the last $25,000 of a $100,000 balance gets the most interest rate. This is the 7.8% per annum that UOB is advertising for this account. If you credit your salary, balances under $75,000 get about 3.85% to about 4% per annum interest. So to get 5% per annum interest in effective interest rate, you will need to put $100,000 because of the last tier of interest rate. In the month of December 2022, there are a few promotions that run concurrently, and you can try to take advantage of these promos to increase your earn rates from the bank account. If you sign up with my link, you help to support this channel, and if you also deposit $5,000 as one of the first 200 people to do so, you can actually get either $30 if you have an existing UOB bank account or $70 if you are new to UOB. As with most UOB promos, these are for the first couple of hundreds of people, so there's no assurance whether or not you'll be getting this reward. But I would say take it as a bonus and take it as something that is not guaranteed. But what you can explore is the other two promos that run from now to end of December, and the first will be salary crediting. Just fill up this form and credit your salary accordingly, and you can get a $50 cash credit. And from the terms and conditions, there's no limit to the number of people who will qualify for this promotion. And the second promotion is you can actually earmark some funds within your UOB account and actually get cash rewards. You can register to put $30,000, $100,000 or $200,000 for this promo. And at the end of the month, what happens is that these funds will be earmarked. You'll be given the cash credit, and you can only withdraw it after approximately 4 months. So I've calculated, and for 30k and 100k, it is roughly 2% per annum interest extra. But for the $200,000 tier, I feel you shouldn't commit to this because amounts beyond $100,000 in your UOB One account only gets a pathetic 0.05% per annum interest. In conclusion, I think the UOB One account right now gives you very high interest rates and something that is very difficult to ignore, 5% per annum interest for $100,000 balance. The UOB One also has relatively simple requirements. You just need to fulfill two things: spend as well as credit your salary or make gyro transactions to unlock higher interest rates. So there's not much to do. I think you can just set up your gyro or your salary crediting and then just make sure you make your spend each month. And when it comes to the spending, you can put that on very good cards like the UOB Evo, which gives high cashback rate, or if you're a lady and chasing miles, the UOB Ladies card. And if you're someone who spends a lot at the selected merchants, UOB One is also a very decent cashback card for your area of spend. So for me, I don't even need to change my spending habits. I already putting $600 per month on my UOB Evo for the 6.67% cashback. And the higher interest from my UOB One is really just icing on cake. The downside of the UOB One account is that you must put $500 of spend per month on your UOB credit card. And this may or may not be easy for you to do depending on your spending habits. Now, even though you can put insurance premiums into this $500 of spend, my insurance premium is not a lot because I picked the right kind of insurance. Check out my insurance webinar for more info. But I also pay my premiums annually to save on my premiums. And therefore, some people who cannot make the $500 of spend each month may find this a deal breaker. You may want to look at the OCBC 360 instead. And lastly, men who want to chase miles will find this account a bit disappointing because there are no miles card that are eligible aside from the UOB Ladies card. Banks are updating their products and interest rates very frequently now, so subscribe to my Telegram group for the latest updates, and also check out this video to look at the OCBC 360, which remains a viable choice for some people who are not suitable for the UOB One account, and I'll see you in that video.